If you're a Lumina Learning practitioner or considering getting qualified and want to bring Lumina Learning's tools into the workplace, and you want to know how to use the Draw a Custom Splash feature in the Lumina Splash app, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Mireille, Solutions Lead with Lumina Learning and a facilitator and coach. Today, I'm going to take you through the key steps to using the Draw a Custom Splash feature in the Lumina Splash app. Together, we'll explore how to create a completely customized splash by directly adjusting the 8 aspects to visualize a unique pattern of behavior, how to use a custom splash to support reflection, goal setting, and developmental conversations in coaching or team settings, the different ways to share and save custom splashes in the app, and tips for using custom splashes alongside the full Lumina Spark portrait to explore different ways of being. Let's get started. So this is a great engaging activity to use in introductory conversations, during coaching, or in a team development session. To draw a custom splash, you'll need to be logged into the app using your Lumina Learning practitioner account. We can click on Draw a Custom Splash, and the tool is open. There are many ways in which you could go about drawing a custom splash. You could ask your participants what they perceive to be the effective behaviors of a leader or of a salesperson, or you could ask them to speed read someone you know to practice those skills in identifying someone's personality. For this example, I'm going to draw the personality of Sherlock Holmes. So we're going to speed read Sherlock Holmes. So I can go through the 8 aspects of behavior and think about how Sherlock's personality might match up to each of them. To do this, we tap on the slider, and then we can set the scores for each aspect. We can set them anywhere from 0 to 100, depending on how high we think that aspect is for this person. Now, I think Sherlock Holmes might have quite a strong paradox between inspiration-driven and discipline-driven. Let's set inspiration-driven to somewhere around 70%, and the same for discipline-driven. You can see we can either just click on it or we can slide it around till we get it exactly where we want. Perhaps Sherlock Holmes is not so people-focused. Now, we know that he's not always very good at empathizing, so let's keep him quite low. I'm going to put him somewhere down on around 18%. On the other hand, we know that he's very logical, and he's probably also quite tough and competitive, so let's put him fairly high, around 95. Now, there might be a paradox as well for Sherlock Holmes between being big picture thinking and down to earth. Let's say around 85 for big picture, and same again for down to earth. Sherlock probably has his introverted moments. He likes to spend time thinking, playing music, so we'll put him around 74 there. Maybe he's a little less extroverted, although he's capable of making some rousing speeches when he wants to. Let's put him somewhere around, let's say 40. So now that we've been through each of the 8 aspects and thought about where we think he sits on each of those, based on the behaviors that we've seen him display, we can create our splash. So I'm going to click Update Splash. And here we go. Here's the splash that we've created. We talked about him having some inspiration-driven and discipline-driven as a paradox, and also having that paradox in big picture thinking and down to earth. We decided that he wasn't very people-focused, but that he really is quite outcome-focused, and that perhaps he's a bit more introverted than he is extroverted. Now, we should also say that we can use this custom splash feature as a coaching tool. So rather than me trying to speed read someone else, perhaps Sherlock is my coachee, and I'm having a conversation with him in which I ask him, in what ways do you think you're inspiration-driven? Or in what ways do you think you're discipline-driven? And together we could go through it and draw the splash that we think fits him best. Of course, the next step after that would be to get him to complete the full questionnaire and produce his full Lumina Spark portrait. And then we could even talk about how that might have come out differently from the initial custom splash that we drew. Please give us a follow on LinkedIn and subscribe to our channel. For similar walkthroughs and thought leadership, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn and follow the podcast. If you're a Lumina practitioner, then all of the materials from this video are available to you in the resource library. And if you're just getting to know the Lumina Learning perspective on helping organizations to perform at their best through developing more effective behaviors, you can grab our monthly email update for free resources and thought leadership events, or find out about using our tools in the description below.